The spirit of Haka, the living legend of the Maori, the land of the long white cloud. Before the world had maps and borders, before the word New Zealand was ever spoken, there was only Aotearoa, the land of the long white cloud. In that land lived the Maori, sailors, warriors, storytellers, and keepers of the breath of the earth. They spoke to mountains, sang to rivers, and when words were not enough, they danced. They called it Haka, a heartbeat made visible, a thunder born from within the chest. Part 1, the Song of the Earth. Long ago, when tribes fought to survive, the earth itself seemed alive beneath their feet. Before every battle, the Maori would gather bare feet against the soil, hands to their hearts, and call upon their ancestors. Their voices shook the air. Their stomps echoed through valleys. Each breath summoned those who had walked before. They did not dance to frighten their enemies. They danced so that the spirits would remember their names. Part 2, the legend of Te Rauparaha. There was once a great chief named Te Rauparaha, hunted by his enemies, trapped in a dark pit beneath the earth. When fear surrounded him, he whispered to the shadows, "Kamate, Kamate, I die, I die. Gaora, Gaora, I live, I live." He rose from the darkness, and those words became immortal. The foundation of the Haka we still hear today, it was never just a war cry. It was a declaration of life itself. Part 3, the fire that changed shape. Centuries passed. The spears grew silent, but the fire did not fade. Now the Haka is performed not in war, but in unity. On green fields and city streets, under stadium lights that glow like 1,000 suns, warriors still stomp, breathe, and shout to the heavens. And when the All Blacks, New Zealand's warriors of today, perform their Haka before a match, the air trembles with the same spirit that once shook the mountains. Part 4, the Children of Thunder. Elders say the ground still remembers. Each stomp awakens the ancestors sleeping beneath it. Each slap of the chest calls their hearts to beat once more. To dance Haka is to speak to time itself, to remind the living that they are never alone. In every schoolyard, every festival, children learn those same steps. They paint their faces, lift their voices, and for a moment the world listens again. The living flame. Haka began as a cry for survival. Today, it's a song of identity, a promise that the Maori spirit will never vanish. So when you hear the thunder of feet and the roar that follows, don't turn away. It is the heartbeat of a people. It is the voice of the ancestors returning home. Because some fires never die. They only change the way they burn. Subscribe to Kelvin's World of Myths and keep the stories of the world's tribes alive.